Hello! What is up? What is up? Hello, Jello! Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi, again, you. This cat just jumped down 2 seconds ago, and now he's back. Which is fine, but odd. But yeah, hello. We are doing a thing. We are doing more Rogue Trader today. And I promise we're going to Dargonus today. I swear to God, we're doing it. Guys, do that. It's kind of a thing. Yeah, this guy is quite possibly the most indecisive cat of all time. And start of a video game. Yeah, but these are characters that I'm not using, so I don't really care about their level ups right now. If I am forced to use them for a quest or something, then we will deal with it. But as of right now, they don't matter. So let's take a look at what quests we have. Special required for the ritual to arrive on board and tell the rogue trader it's time to attend to other matters. Okay, so this is something that I don't care about right now. The nun is on the shelf. Yeah. I've kind of figured out what my party for right now at least is going to be. I did change it. Yes, okay, I did. Kick's acting weird. Like, you changed your category to Devil May Cry a day ago. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I changed it to Rogue Trader like a half hour ago. Okay. Anyway. So... Wait, no, wait, Mundus Valancius is... So I have two quests here. Mundus Valancius is Dargonus. And then this is also Dargonus. Okay. Every vessel world is a treasure, source of wealth, complete development project of the highest difficulty in any colony. Okay, so I'm working on that, kind of. Tenebris Aquae system. All right. And then we have Dargonus. And we forgot. Okay, so I have like, I think it's 2 quests here at Forgotten Twins. Obviously a whole bunch of Dargonus. Yeah, there's the other Forgotten Twins. I got 2 at Odenathus. I think the other one is, yeah. I kind of want to do that before we go to Dargonus, but I also feel like that's going to be like an all-day thing. Highest difficulty won't complete until Chapter 4, since you can't do those in Chapter 2. Gotcha. I kind of want to do the Coonred. The Void Veer. Already explored. So I've already explored this whole area. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. Time to leave then. But I did promise that we were going to get to Dargonus today. Where's Dargonus? Oh, it's literally right here. I can just go. So that's... Okay. I could probably do that from here, most likely. Where's the other one? So we got this one here. That's the Forgotten Twins. Wait. What is Dead Man's Chest again? What did that say? Coordinates of a place where kept... Oh, gotcha. One to the left of the... This one? Are you talking about this one? At the top of the map, there is the one that seems direct is actually a dead end. So this one looks like a dead... So this one's a dead end? I mean, we could go... I feel like that's wild if that's true. Interesting. That does... So that kind of forces us, that kind of forces us towards Dargonus. I mean, if it is, it doesn't really matter, right? Yo, we got your lordship. Master Harriman has succeeded in his escape and has arrived on board. He has almost completed the ritual of harmonization with the rest of the choir, which has given our voices greater strength and cohesion. We have made our preparations and are awaiting your arrival to start the ritual as soon as you give the order. Oh, fuck. Warp emanations have filled the plasma drive bay. Demons, having appeared out of thin air, are twisting the appearances and minds of the crew. Some of the voicemen are being turned into mutant psychers. The incursion must be stopped at once. Oh no, the necessary plot step is in my way, says everyone who potentially takes the wrong path first. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, we could just do this. Skip the combat. That's fine. Those aren't really worth that much anyway. The victory over the Rogue Trader's enemies came at a high price. Still, the decks have been cleansed of warp spawn. Albeit, it took the blood of hundreds of voidsmen to wash away any evidence of their presence. Ah, typo! Ah, grammar police! There's no... It should be hundreds of voidsmen. Thank you very much. Oh my god. What we got there? Chart new routes. Ah, you thought I couldn't get here. You said I couldn't get there, you fool. You foolish fool. All right, we're gonna do a quick scan of this area. The blood of hundreds voidsmen. Yep. Hello, what are you? Oh, I actually do need Phloxton. I do not have any Phloxton right now. Got that mixed up. I always end up going to the wrong one first. Aha. The ship's augurs have detected a non-native mineral cluster on the planet's surface, probably the remains of an ancient asteroid shower. The substance is valuable, but collecting it will not be easy. The asteroid sits right above numerous underground caverns. The ancient tunnels and vaults are incredibly unstable and would likely not bear the weight of a large group of humans, let alone a shuttle. Yeah, I'm like, that's like the one thing right now is like, I just don't have any. Yo! We got it. The crew's expertise made it possible to collect the mineral without disturbing the ancient caverns. 16 experience and plasteel, which I don't have anything to extract with. Hooray! And it's actually a lot of plasteel too, 5. All right, what is on here? Hello? Surviving piece of an archaeotech mechanism of unknown purpose, discovered among the wreckage of an ancient imperial vessel on one of the planets in Narmerfur. Okay. So 6 provisions is also kind of wild. Let's fight some pirates. Ah, so I do have another ship with me now. Okay. And they just really wanted to die. Holy shit. First piece of the map. Spoilers. feel like this thing... Oh, it's AI. It is not something that I control. Okay. I'm actually not sure how I feel about that. I'm planning upgrades on Dargonus as the next two ships that joins you in combat, so I can have 2 ships. So if I go here, I should be able to hit this. And then I can move forward more and hit... Okay. So I need to go here. How are you not dead? Excuse me? Was added later because the option to take it was there, but it didn't grant an allyship. Oh, that's interesting. No way I can actually hit it. Yeah, and we got... Hell yeah. That was what I was hoping for. I was hoping the explosion would get rid of the fucking torpedoes. Hell yeah. We're gonna do these, I think. I don't know why they hate the Heartless so much. Holy shit, that's actually kind of wild. Hi again. Alright, so first off, let's take control of our things and just give them a little bit of extra oomph. Only target the furthest node in the path. That actually kind of sucks. Hi. Come on. If I go here, what is this? Like, I'm just like out of the fight for this turn. Although I guess I could do this and then jump forward with shallow jump, right?
Helmsman, navigate us to the designated coordinates.
I still can't hit anything. Even with the extended range, I still can't do anything. Jesus. Alright, well. I can do this, though. I can do this, though. Goodbye. Oh, this poor bastard's right in line. This thing has yet to actually take damage. These shields are actually, like, kind of insane. Bye again, kitten. So if I come in... So, okay, so let's see how I want to do this. So these are mutually exclusive in terms of their range. There is no overlap whatsoever. Oh, that's how you change it. I just now saw this fucking drop up menu, I guess you would call it. The flag shots are amazing. Yeah, they would have been really good against that first group because they were fucking all clustered together. There's 3 of them there. That would have been great. So I guess we just do this, hit them with this. Then I'll do the extendo range and hit them with this. Oh shit, we just got it. Okay, I'll take it. Got some scrap. I took no damage that fight. Since they have no mischance, they do reliable damage. Instantly destroy torpedo groups and will go through the mischance shields on Drakari ships. Oh, cool. Yeah, I just didn't know how to grab it. I remember getting them, but I don't remember actually. Like, I don't remember what the fuck. Like, so why were they around the... Whatever, it's fine. Like, we're gonna protect this lava planet that's got fucking not all on it. Alright, geniuses. Do we go here? Or do we just go to... You know what? I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna get this done because it's gonna bother me if I don't. It's gonna bother the fuck out of me if I don't do this. A ward breach. Ungodly fiends spreading sorcerous disease walk the lower decks, gathering a cohort of infected voidsmen. If no measures are taken immediately, an entire bay can be turned into a den of heresy. Technically a rumor you can pick up about lava planets that lets you explore some of them for goodies. Ooh, cool. I don't want to lose too much of my equipment, so we'll go in ourselves this time. We'll go in ourselves this time. I feel like this fight shouldn't take too terribly long. Wait, what the fuck? Cultist of Nurgle. That's cool. Also, these guys are way... I hate these fucking canisters. Alright, me... Shoot this man right in the face. Alright, Jai, we're gonna send you... here. Me, we will send here. Nadira will go here. Bella will go here. Solomorn will go here. Abelard, that's who. You will go there. Where's Doggo? Doggo's there. Alright. Doggo will go here. Alright, there we go. So, first off, let's set up our little... Set up our zones. That and that. All right, we got our AoE buffs up. Wait, how is he back at full health? Wait, what the fuck? Excuse me? Becoming toxic damage restores the creatures with. Wait. Why did my momentum change by -3? Whatever. Hi. Again. Yeah, but I hit that motherfucker hard. I had over half of his health was gone. He healed for 13. And then 8, so that's 21. And I dealt 22. Oh, to cover. Wait. So I hit him for 24 damage, and he healed 21. Whatever. Alright, well, I guess that just tells me how fucking much they could heal. Alright. Nice. Alright, so where do we have people? So we have one here, one here, one here, one here. I feel like these guys might not be in combat with us. No, I guess they are. Damn. I'd actually just send Cabela back there. Just have her start hopping through all the different fucking enemies. Oh, there's a plague bearer there. Wait, maybe not. Because there's only cultists in here. Okay, so if I... Wait. If I... Yeah, so I'm going to clear out this whole fucking room first. And then after we get rid of this room, then I will... Then we can, like, basically... Like, start moving out and clearing out everybody else. Because this will be, like, a clear backline at that point.
I am your blade and shield.
All right. Who's that? So we got Terry and Adira are both relatively soon. That guy will go. Who's okay? So way the fuck back here.
As honor ordained.
I was not expecting that to kill him. That's actually a little bit unfortunate. Because I was gonna then jump over here, hopefully. Oh well.
Out of my way!
That's a wee bit sad it is. I mean, that just kills him. I hit like you. That is, I think that might be the longest shot I've taken so far. Hell yeah. I mean, we just set you on fire. And then you're dead. And then I could send her, like, here? And bring the bird up here as well? I mean, I guess I could send, like, the bird way the fuck up. As, like, a bit of a scout. Yeah. All right, cool.
I serve the ruinous powers.
All right, so it looks like there's only 2 plague bearers. Oh, they're all so... Look how closely grouped they are. Man, if Adira went now... Which that plague bear is going to run to, like, here-ish. Maybe a little bit further up. Dude, we get Adira another turn, and she's just going to fucking... Especially with the heroic chain lightning. Holy fuck, the damage. The damage this woman is about to do is absolutely insane. Get him, doggo. Doesn't quite get there. That's unfortunate. Probably should have done that. Probably should have shot before. Probably should have shot before I set the dog in front of me. Oh, I could do this, though. Okay, and then that way... I can then do this. And we could do... God damn it, I'm still hitting the dog. Cannot hit all 3 of them. And if I hit this dude, I'm hitting the dog as well. I hit both demons? No, but I can hit the demon and then the barrel. It is a dodge, parry, and block of targets in the area affected by 30% for 1 round, regardless of whether they hit or not. Damage from this attack is reduced by half. Fuck that. Give me that damage. Alright, Abelard.
I'm not interested.
Are you serious? Whatever. Wait, I can't... What do you mean my shout can't reach any of them? I hate this game. Perfect. Alright, so there's Jai. Which DLC would you recommend? So here's the thing. Because I got all the DLC at once, I don't really know which DLC gives me what. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I have not actually looked at the DLCs. I don't actually know what they give. All right, Adira, come on up. Come on up. Did it. As I said, dude, like, I knew that that was gonna happen. As soon as Adira got over there, they were so tightly grouped up. DLC 1 is Blade Dancer, Executioner class, Cabela Companion, and related quests. DLC 2 is the Overseer class, Solomorn, and his related quests. So far, I like... okay, so if that's the case, then I would say DLC 1 I like more. What does turning the valve do? Literally nothing? Got it. Understood. It looks like doing these valves doesn't do a damn thing. Maybe? Alright. Yeah, so far I am a big fan of Cabela. Although, so I don't think I like the dog quite so much as I like the Raven. I think the Raven is really good. Being able to turn single target buffs, turn on Steam for environmental damage, but I haven't ever figured out where it's useful. It's just a one pet with the pet class. That's what it looks like. Like, you choose one whenever you take the class, and then you're done. Is a game changer for most of the psyker specializations. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. It just seems like insanely strong. Oh, hello. There's just a whole ass new place here. Oh, Lord Captain, Drakari ships are patrolling the system. The likelihood of slipping past their patrols unnoticed is close to 0. That's fine. You fail to get past the enemy ships unnoticed. The nearest Drakari ship attacks at once. Get ready. Others will soon join it. We're fine. Servo Skull Swarm is also amazing for officers since it lets you get 2 turns instead of 1. Doesn't even need any other abilities, and the class is worth just taking for that. That's actually kind of wild. That is actually kind of wild. Guardian blocks of your flagship posts using an unknown Xenos power. The Crueler Gate. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Well, that's rude. $30. What do you mean the Rogue Trader's flagship only gets a -3 to speed? Cheating. Hit chance -25, range -3. Okay. Very strong for defense because maneuverability and evasion goes up, but... Ooh, that's a good amount of damage. So you were saying that these here flak shots ignore that extra damage. That's awesome. I love that. We love to see that. 30% is wild, yeah. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. I was like, wait, what? Let's just do this. Man, I wish I could fucking have these on both of my things. No way, I can't hit him. There we go. Venomous. We do this. Can't do that. I do this. Okay, there we go. Cool. Okay. Do this. And then we will reinforce those. These ground effect areas in space combat were also added DLC wide, as were the flag shots. Oh, in that case, I would, yeah. In that case, DLC wide is definitely. Oh, okay, I was like, what is happening? Well, that's rude. What did I ever do to you? Except take out 80% of your health in one turn. I like all these guys coming directly in front of my fucking torpedoes. That's really nice. I thought they were going to shoot my torpedoes. I was going to be like, that's rude as fuck. That's rude as fuck. But they were stupid and they didn't. These guys are really good at splitting their damage between all of my different shields. These guys are maneuverable as fuck. Holy shit. All right, so first off, Prow, we should be able to kill this thing here, right? Please. There we go. Oh, can I do this again already? No, how are you still alive? I should be a... No way. No way! No way! It just like lightly caresses him. Wait, what? Oh, I'm stupid as hell. I can't believe that. I'm so mad. Alright, so you're gonna die. I'm so incredibly mad. Alright, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna hope. Yeah! Okay, I was hoping that it would do the damage to kill him. Oh, it's if the enemy ship has suffered hull damage, it additionally deals damage equal to from 15 to 20% of the ship's missing hull for a 45-degree and deals that damage twice for a 90-degree. And we got a 90-degree, so we got it twice. Hell yeah. I'm still so mad about this. Does it execute? Yeah. Alright, and then this... we're gonna send it here. Because this one is at full health still. What? What do you mean this bitch lived on one? Dude, bullshit. Actual bullshit. Actual bullshit. Lived on fucking one. Get out of here with your shit. Actual nonsense. Oh my god, we actually took hull damage. Imagine. Where the fuck? The Heartless is like out here in fucking Narnia, not really paying attention to what the hell's going on with life.
Show them the fury of our macro cannon. a destination to reach. Full ahead.
Oh, fuck, there's more. Oh, okay. I was like, what is happening right now? Do not shoot my missiles, you bitch. Okay, good. Wave defense thing. I didn't realize that. I figured that there was like a, if you kill all the people before the turn ends, then you can end the combat. I didn't realize it was a literal, you have to survive this or you kind of thing. All right, Heartless, are you actually doing a thing? Have you returned to combat, or are you just pretending? We did some damage there. Wait, why are these... Oh, it was the wrong one. I'm fucking stupid. This one. Yeah. And these are like aimed exactly the wrong way. I guess I could run them up here. I have chosen wisely, it seems. If you kill them all, it immediately spawns the next wave. Okay, I can see that being a thing. That's gonna be the front, unfortunately. Ow! Oh my god, welcome back to the combat, Heartless. Holy fuck. Man, it's super good to see you again. Are you serious?
We have a destination to reach. Helmsman, navigate us to the designated coordinates.
You know what? We're gonna do that on you. Are you serious?
Let the macro cannons sing their deadly litany.
I don't think I need to do this. So he's aiming this way already, so he's probably gonna shoot me in the ass. And this guy's aiming away from me. He might also go for the Heartless. So I think we do this and we refresh our back shields here. Yep, all right. There's the next wave. Yeah, okay, good. Well, we can ignore this one because the torpedoes are just going to get him. Or maybe we could send the torpedoes here. Actually, not sure. There we go. I keep forgetting about that. If I do the wait. If I do this, it's not gonna let me hit this because it's still outside of the cone. Fuck. It might let me hit that though. Just barely. Let's go. Let's go. All right. We're gonna need this. And you die. I think I'm doing all right. I feel like I'm doing all right. I'm a little upset that they're all going for me and not the Heartless, considering the Heartless is literally in between me and them whenever they start their turns, but okay. Sure, game, you fucks. You assholes. Ow, 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 ow. I have like no shields left on there. I think this turn I do restart my shields. And like click here. Interesting that it focuses. Okay, so wait. What is this? Dealing 50 damage to targets in a 3x3 area. So that should have hit both of these, right? Because I selected here. That should hit both of them, but it only hit this one in front. Damn. Didn't quite get the kill. Go do this. We're gonna do this. These guys like to move a little bit, then shoot, then finish their movement. Which means that they're most likely going to be shooting me in the 4. So I'm gonna refresh that. Or they could just go all the way in. That's fine too, you assholes. There we go. I was gonna say, ignore me and shoot this man. Ignore me and shoot this man. Hooray. Okay, so first off, I did this. Do this. Just whiff horrifically, that's fine. That should kill that. And then we could use... What do you mean unavailable? I was gonna say, bullshit, that's unavailable. Hell yeah. Killed that one. And then all we have left is this one here. Hell yeah. I think we do this. He's gonna come back around like this, most likely. Oh, we did it! Hooray! I did not expect us to do that. We did level up our ship though, which is nice. And 341 scrap is also what the fuck. Starbreaker Lance weapon. Oh wait. Medium range dorsal lance weapon dealing 52 to 60. Holy shit. Wood chip management. Like, fucking duh. Also, we're gonna do that, and we're also going to upgrade our hull. Because of course we fucking are. Reduce the damage to internal fires. We had those already. Oh, wait, that's right. Short range broadside macro cannons with 2 autonomous aiming modules. Fire 2 shots, dealing 21 damage per shot. What does that mean with 2 autonomous aiming modules? I don't know what the fuck that means. Can be used twice per turn. That's what that means. Okay. The overwhelming majority of the time, that's not going to matter. right? Like, being able to fire twice in a round, but only doing half the damage per shot. Kinetic macro cannons. So why are these? Because they're plasma, that's why. That's why I can't do flak on the other ones. So that's the difference. With the first two shots, but that's unlikely going to leave you in a position to... Exactly, Jello. But, like, what I'm thinking right now is, while this doesn't... The double shot doesn't really matter. Being able to swap to flak does, potentially. Let's level up real quick. Yeah, we want that for sure. Each attack craft launched from a torpedo tube, and each torpedo gained +1 hull integrity. Ram. Torpedoes and attack craft gain 60% evasion. Requires 50% less scrap. That's also not really that necessary, it doesn't seem. Only -2 speed reduction and no firing range. That's actually quite good. While approaching, shuts down non-essential. Starts to drift unnoticed past enemy ships. As a result, in most encounters, larger enemy vessels are surprised and act later. When using post abilities, a 20% chance its cooldown will be 1 round shorter. 10% more scrap. Allows the use of both abilities of one selected post per 1 turn. If one or both abilities are on cooldown, their cooldown time is reduced by 1 turn. Ooh. This could be really good. Because I was thinking about using the restore shields or restart shields a little bit earlier in that run. But I didn't because I didn't want to take the firing range penalty. Because, like, the firing... We were, like, barely in range the vast majority of that fight. Because those little bastards were fast. They basically never attacked the torpedoes. I think we just take Sanctified Restart. Or maybe Steady Hand. But also, I basically always had access to my... There's, like, very few times where I did not have access to my fucking abilities when I wanted them. I think we're going to take this. I think that's fine. What does this do? Oh, when the flagship jumps through a unit, that unit suffers 25 to 35% of its maximum hull integrity warp damage. Oh. Interesting. What is this? +3 extra range? And... Reinforce an additional sector. Using this ability removes previous reinforcements. Also really good. Okay, so this just reduces the cooldown. I think this one's really good. I'm gonna upgrade that. I think that one's like probably the best. Maybe Shield Master. Maybe Shield Master. Oh, that just cleared all of it. I did not expect that to clear all of the fucking enemies here. We're more clear about what is being upgraded. Yeah, there I that would be nice if there was like a hello? Hunting rifle. Flamer. Flamer. We got nobody that could use it. And plasteel. We'll deal with that once we get done with the rest of this. Oh, hey. A thing. Another one of those things. More plasteel. The second piece, yeah. The scouting team sent to the colony world returns with a decrepit, shaggy, foul-smelling vagrant in tow. The old man hastened toward the enforcers as soon as he saw the dynasty's colors and implored them to take him to Master Voigtveer or Lady Theodora. Questioned the vagrant. During his interrogation, the old man says he is a loyal servant of House von Valancius. 4 decades ago, he was sent on an important mission to this system by Master of Whispers Voigtveer. It took him 20 years to complete the mission. He spent the next 20 waiting for his masters to collect him. The vagrant was an ambitious young spy when he left the ship, and coming aboard again has made him very emotional. Check the vagrant for evidence of treason. The investigation has found no wrongdoing the old man could be held accountable for. His body bears no signs of worshipping the archenemy. He has confessed to no crime and seems quite shocked at the late news of Lady Theodora's death and Voigtveer's treachery. The harsh interrogation techniques have taken an almost fatal toll on his failing health, yet forced no admission of guilt from him. Check the contents of each planet in a system, so when you get more extractive... Yeah. The vagrant only agrees to share the details of assignment with the rogue trader himself. If these claims are to be believed, he was sent to recover documentary evidence of House Winterscale's debt liabilities to House von Valancius. Those priceless papers had been stolen by hired agents of the cold trade on Caligos Winterscale's orders. However, instead of being destroyed as he wanted them to be, they were hidden away for the purposes of blackmail. The old man describes a long journey full of perilous adventures that eventually brought him into possession of the documents, which he then proudly presents to you. Astonishingly enough, the papers turn out to be genuine. Promote the dynasty's loyal servant and assign him to an important position. The beaming old man has joined the ship's enforcers in order to teach younger soldiers lessons in fortitude and unshakable loyalty. Hell yeah. And we got 3 profit factor from that too? Hell yeah, hell yeah. All right. We're gonna save. Because the last time we interacted with these morons, they were so racist they killed themselves. The Augur crews pick up a heavily damaged Xenos void ship among the countless rock masses of the asteroid belt. An Eldari vessel, beyond a doubt. According to the von Valancius archives, about 100 standard years ago, the Imperial Navy set up a barrier in the system against pirates and the enemies of humanity. The countless primed mines are still scattered among the wreckage. They just ran into a minefield like idiots. The Voxmaster manages to tune the ship's systems to an unconventional frequency, and the bridge suddenly fills with chime-like Xenos voices. Drawn out and mournful, they sing in an unknown tongue, but every officer on the bridge can sense that this is a dirge. Answering the call, Irliet jumps to the cogitator, startling the officers on the bridge with her sudden jolt, in the hopes of understanding the monkey technology and figuring out how to help her kin. The Eldari runs in circles around blinking vid screens, but the mysteries of the machine god elude the Xenos. Then, she turns to Lord Captain, powerless. Iliad is asking the Ellentech to help her kin who have found themselves in a trap sprung by fate. The Eldari are worn out and weak. Their song is a cry of despair. That cry is fading. We have a 1 in 20 chance to fail this, so, you know, let's get that nat 1. Let's go. Okay. Logistics officers led by Master Helmsman Ravor are ordered to plot a course for the rescue shuttle from the Dynasty's flagship to the Xenos and back. Now all the crew can do is hope that the calculations are correct, and that the veteran officer's experience has not let them down. Establish communications. However, the Xenos do not respond to the incoming signals. After several attempts, the frequency tuned by the Voxmaster gets lost and the mournful song fades away. Morons. Says the shuttle with an experienced pilot and scouts in hopes that the smaller vessel can bypass the ancient mines. The shuttle enters the asteroid field. The pilot proceeds with caution, confidently avoiding the chunks of rock and nearly imperceptible mines. However, when the shuttle reaches the Xeno ship, the rescue team's report catches the bridge crew off guard. The vessel's starboard side has been breached by the macro weapons of an unknown Imperial void ship. There are no survivors? Wait, what the fuck? No, they were literally singing like 2 seconds ago. What are you talking about? Whatever. Shielding her eyes, Iliad closes them and clutches the spirit stone at her breast. Coming to, the Eldari does not speak for a time. With notes of sadness in her voice, carefully picking her words, she concedes that the Ellentech did all they could to save her kin. And yet it is the monkey who are responsible for the loss of the Eldari void ship. Saddened by the pain and hatred that humans have wrought upon her kind, Iliad quietly leaves the bridge. Yeah. Oh, we get a chainsword out of it, though. Sometimes it is impossible to outrun fate. Okay. Well then. Time to leave. I don't think anybody... Oh, shit, we did level up there. Nice. I don't think that anybody that we use cares about the fucking new sword that we got, right? Because it's an Eldari. So the only two that I have that have Eldari weapon proficiency is... Jai, which is... who is not somebody that we really use in melee, and Iliad, who's also not somebody that we use in melee. Oh, I already had this selected as always add to cargo. The only reason it didn't, I guess, is because... Okay. Oh, shit. Wait, this. The issue with this is that we're always using Deadeye Shot, which is 2 AP. Which means that we're basically never going to be able to get more than 2 attacks per round. If you unequip it, it will go into the inventory, not cargo. It only gets added to cargo automatically when picked up. Well, yeah, but well, I guess it was considered like a quest reward or something, not exactly a piece of loot that I'm just picking up. So there is a difference. This is like actually a crazy good weapon. It's look at the damage range. It's literally 29 to 30. Things that use the basic attack for the weapon will use Deadeye Shot. Yeah, but like Deadeye Shot, even like up through now, Deadeye Shot is actually fairly niche still. Like, there are times where there are enemies that I have line of sight on and they are that far away, but it's not that often. Yeah, like if it wasn't only Deadeye shot, this would be insanely good, right? Because you could get, like, right now you have 5 AP usually. You can get up to 5 shots versus only 2 with Deadeye shot. Accessories, etc. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying that this is bad. I'm just saying, like, I think that the silence is better. Targets suffer psychosomatic trauma for 1 round. What is psychosomatic trauma? Even still, I think that this is better. Maybe we just have... I just, like, literally, I just keep them both, right? We just have this as one and this is the other. I guess what we could do with this is, like, if I get another, like, if I were to get a third one, I could swap to this. In my sight's ability that doesn't attack at the start of a turn can also trigger the bonus attack from that. Oh, okay. We are going to add this to cargo. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Emergency servitors assigned to the storage bays have gone berserk and are attacking Voidsmen. Survivors are claiming to have seen some pernicious warp beast possessing one of the automatons. Must be expelled one way or another. We're just gonna do this again. We're just gonna do that again. Alright, an auxiliary generator chamber on the artillery deck was overgrown with thick stems of some thorny plant. The Voidsmen reported the vegetation throbbing and sighing. When they tried to lop off an offshoot, the cut started oozing a disgusting pus. Some officers claimed to have heard someone trapped among the thorns. The desperate weeping of a woman's voice echoed from inside the compartment. And the flamethrower squad burned away the infestation. The flame had been reluctant to take hold. Wait, what? Why did I remove holy gifts? No, why? God damn it. The flame had been reluctant to take hold, barely flickering on the thorny vines at first. The warp creature begged endlessly for mercy, its soft voice full of genuine suffering, but the God Emperor protects his servants. When the vile spawn caught fire at last, only its oily ashes were left behind. No, I might have just set fire to something that I shouldn't have, but... oh well. Lord Captain, Master Helmsmaster on the line. I can report that the quest for the capital world of the Von Valancius dynasty is finally at an end. Dargonus is straight ahead. We have received countless greetings. Your subjects would like to know when their master will be arriving. The merchant captains taking refuge in the orbital docks of Dargonus race to send you priceless welcoming gifts, hoping to buy your favor and to make an impression on the road trader. It'll be done, Lord Captain. Oh, I did the thing again. Tell Dargonus the road trader is coming home. It will be done, Lord Captain. I do that all the time. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to be better about that. About actually reading out my choices instead of just picking them. After the connection to the Master Helmsman is cut, the device crackles with Heinrich's voice. Lord Captain, I'll be pleased to accompany you during your visit to Dargonus so I can personally introduce Achilles Scalander, a servant of the Golden Throne who previously attended Lady Theodora on Dargonus. I'm counting on your benevolence. Voxcast ends with a click. Alright. So we will be checking out Dargonus soon, but not before we check out the other planets. Well, that's more phlogiston. The Princess of a freed outpost sends its awed and joyous greetings to the rogue trader. The last time so great an honor was granted to this world was many decades ago, when her ladyship Theodora von Valancius ordered that a settlement be founded here, and thereafter showed no interest in its fate. Learn about the colony. A small outpost, inhabited by 500 subjects, is a small mining complex buried in the sand, deployed under Theodora, and 5 residential modules radiating out from it. Its dark-skinned inhabitants keep the colony in austere order, regularly pray to the God Emperor, and toil diligently and without rest. Oh, this is the one that we gave to Jai. Learn about the changes introduced under Jai's rule. A warehouse filled with newly purchased equipment has been built onto the mining complex, and a new residential module is under construction for the workers hired by Mistress Adari on Football. The outpost will soon begin to grow, and its mistress will be able to watch over all from her small but delightful mansion, surrounded by hydroponic gardens and established on the rugged dunes. Continue the voyage. Hooray! So this is the colony. Okay. Nothing here. All right, scan. Nothing. Lord Captain, a transport shuttle bearing the markings of the Adeptus Mechanicus is approaching the ship. Magos Tarsus's delegation intends to board our ship and gain an audience with your lordship. This is exactly how they phrased it. He intends, not humbly requests. Many of my tech comrades neglect diplomacy when interacting with the laity. It is regrettable. What do they want? The honorable servants of the Omnisci have ignored our requests. Such arrogance is hardly trivial. It rather appears to be a part of their intimidation tactics. Punish them for their disrespect by letting them dock at the farthest and most dilapidated airlock, so that it takes them an eternity to traverse the ship. A most humane punishment, your lordship. Requesting permission to be present at the audience granted to my tech comrades. End dialogue. Alright, we're gonna get rid of Solomorn. We're gonna bring Jai back in, obviously. And then I guess we'll have Pascal instead of Cassia. We will have to do some level ups, though. We will have to do some level ups, though. Ugh. Alright. Let's do this. Half the minimal damage of the most damaging ranged weapon they use this round. Okay, so wait. Let me actually see. What is my... So I would be gaining 10 stacks per round. Oh, I did not actually know this. I completely forgot about this ability. Yeah, we'll do familiar kickback finally. This against plus 20% dodge and dodge reduction against the enemy until the end of the assassin's next turn. Bringer of Doom. Whenever the assassin attacks an enemy with a single target attack, the attack reduces the target's armor and dodge by 10% until the end of the assassin's turn. Does not stack. I could... Okay, so I can actually make use of this. I can actually make use of this, right? I can use the reduced damage attack. I can't remember what it's called for assassins. I can't remember what they're called for any of them. But I could use that I'm gonna die. Oh, sorry. So I'm thinking this. Suffers a critical hit from the assassin's allies at the start of the assassin's turn. A new opening is created on that assassin on whichever side is closest to the assassin. Okay. On the same target, reduces that target's dodge and dodge reduction by 10. Stacks. Test gains lethality percent chance to deal 5% of the target. I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna take Bringer of Doom. I think that's quite good. What the hell is this? Oh yeah, no, we're not doing that. Okay. Critical hits deal almost 30% less damage to the Vanguard. What does this stack off of? 15 plus 2 times toughness. Gotcha. Allies affected by any of the Vanguard's abilities plus 5 armor plus 1 round. Does not stack. Ugh, excuse me. How many abilities do I have that can affect other people? Not many. I have like follow me. And take cover. I think those are the only two. 90% parry against enemies that consider the Vanguard a priority target. Hits an enemy with attack of opportunity. The enemy must make a willpower, or he becomes the priority target until the end of the turn. Vanguard. Okay. Oh, wait. For each enemy that considers the Vanguard a priority target, the Vanguard's armor has increased by 5%. God damn it. Ugh. Okay, so I think I want this. And then after taunting opportunity, we can gain center of attention because this... So we get a lot of attacks of opportunity. Okay, so wait. Okay, let me actually read exactly what this means by this. Character wielding a melee weapon creates a threatened area around them. This area includes all cells the character can reach with this weapon. Actions of an enemy within this threatened area or one who attempts to leave it may provoke an attack with this melee weapon. Such attacks are called attacks of opportunity. So my question is like, okay, so he gets extra attacks whenever he parries somebody? Or blocks, or like he gets a lot of extra attacks whenever he gets attacked. Whenever he blocks, he gets a counter. Whenever he parries, he gets a counter. I'm curious if those are considered attacks of opportunity for this purpose. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So, like, if... Here, let me actually look. Let me see... Wait, defensive stance? Vanguard gates, parry. Whenever the Vanguard parries an enemy attacks, they immediately make... Okay, so this does... Okay, so whenever I have defensive stance up, whenever I parry, I get an attack of opportunity. Did some say things... Yeah, see, that's something that I'm curious about. Minus 10 penalty instead of minus 20. Also deal plus 7 damage, yes. Jesus, and I have this man has such an insanely high parry chance. It's actually wild. Okay, so if we go back and we go back into warrior. Okay, so like this. Enemy who survives an attack and hits will attack the warrior in return, including creatures with ranged weapons. So on that, Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to find. Yeah, so here, whenever the Navy officer scores a critical hit or successfully parries an attack with their primary weapon, they immediately make an attack with their secondary weapon against the same enemy. So this one does not specify that this is an attack of opportunity. Right. Yeah, that's kind of the question, right? Like that is the issue that I'm having right now is what is considered an attack of opportunity here and what is not. What's the +3? What is this? Toughness bonus over 2. 10 plus character level over 6. Okay. And what do I have on him? All targets that Tawny Scream suffer a -28 penalty to their willpower test against this ability. It's kind of wild. Jesus. That's wild on him. +10 strength. +5 toughness if their intelligence is less than 35. Awesome. All right, I'm going to take this. So the difference between these two is there's two things that allow me to counter, quote unquote, with a parry. One of them specifies that it is an attack of opportunity. And that is when I am in defensive stance, which I usually hit defensive stance before I attack. Like my usual setup is I do the evasion thing, right? I do evasion, then I do reckless attack, and then I do defensive stance, and then I attack. So because I'm in defensive stance, all of my parries should or whenever they attack me back, my parries should then provoke attack should then be attacks of opportunity. But I could also crit and get a second attack. Going back and forth at each other 8 times until someone lands a hit. Yeah. See, the problem is that they very rarely actually parry me back. So it's usually just I swing, I hit them with reckless swing, they swing back, I parry or block, and then I bash their skull in with my shield and they die. But yeah, I think we get taunting opportunity here. There are only a few enemies in the game that will counterattack you. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, like that will counter my counter? Yeah. I gotcha. I got what you're saying now. So this is for Adira. Attacks against familiar of the critical. Don't care. Also useful because you can parry attacks of opportunity against you, so walking past enemies can kill them. Yeah. Yeah, dude, like, Abelard is scary. The way that I've got him built is fucking terrifying. What level am I? 27. Okay. Most popular character. He's a demon-eating monster that will roll out the red carpet for you. Yeah, dude. Like, he's... Like, I love the fact that they actually made a tank character viable. Like, he's basically, like... He's what, Valerie from Kingmaker wanted to be. He is what she wishes she could be in terms of combat. Wait, enemies that have failed a willpower resistance against any of the psychic power. I don't have... Enemies that become targets of the psychic power is gain a stacking -5 penalty to their dodge and parry until the end of combat. Every suffering from the blinded, stunned, immobilized, or prone effects inflicted by the psychic suffers 10%. Eh. Force weapon, we don't use those. Psyker's not in the target's line of sight. Or the Psyker's in cover. All resistance tests are -20. I could use a damaging psychic power while being threatened by enemies in melee. Perils of the Warp increases momentum by 17. Random enemy within 2 cells from the initial target suffers half of this damage. Whoa! The Psyker's critical hit chance increases by 1 until the end of combat every time they deal damage. I'm just sitting here thinking of all of the different crazy-ass chain lightning combos you could do with this. All enemies adjacent to the Psyker suffer 16 direct damage. Same also happens with the Psyker. Suffers damage from burning, bleeding, blah, 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 blah. What was it? Blazing Inferno. There it is. I think I want to do this. I think that this is like insane. Here. What are these? Universal. Or but offense. What do we got? Allies under the effect of at least one psychic power applied by the psychic gain additional 13% armor pad? Wait, this is also insanely good for her. This is also insane. Wait. So let me use divination psychic power on an ally without an initial light. Suffers a critical hit, becomes a normal hit instead. Okay. When Psyker's allies of the Psyker itself surrender the effects of Psyker, they get +5 touches. This is also really good. I think Fatebringer is probably the best. Because we just get we just get 13%. And wait. Does this wait. Does this scale retroactively? Does this scale retroactively? So okay, let me where's the one that I'm picking for this? There. Okay, so the reason I ask is because of these. Word Psi rating is increased by 1 until the end of combat. After triggering psychic phenomena or perils of the war. And where it gains momentum and temporary wounds equal to their result. So, like, her Psi rating can be absolutely insane. Her Psi rating can get to be absolutely fucking bonkers. So if that's a possibility... Should, because if you look at the buff itself, it shows the updated numbers, but sometimes I recast things and it feels like it changes. Yeah. I wonder. Because, like, I feel like it would be simpler to make it so that it is set in stone at the time of casting. Was in the 60s? That's wild. That is crazy. I tend to not really pay too much attention to what it gets to. But, like, you saw it at the beginning of that fight. Like, there was, like, 4 or 5... When I was scrolling back through to see how that one guy healed, there was, like, 4 or 5 things where it was, like, Indira's Psi rating went up by 1. Right? Like, so her Psi rating could be, like, 19 pretty easily. If you... Like, 9 to 19 really easily. I don't know why I picked 9 to 19 instead of 10 to 20, but whatever. Yeah, we're gonna take that. We're gonna take that, because that's, like, insanely good. All right, surprisingly enough, Cabela can't get any warp features. Really strange. Suffers damage for damage over time effect. The Executioner regains 2 wounds. Oh, that could actually be really good for her. Wait, what's it scale off? Toughness bonus over 2. That could be really good. Because Cabela's not the only one who deals out damage over time. Indira does toxic damage to everybody that she hits with a psychic attack. Execution's armor is increased by 8%. 5 plus maximum wounds over 20. What is your armor right now? 20? So it would almost increase my armor by 50%. Effectively, right? My effective armor would go from 20 to 28, which is almost an increase of 50%. That's not bad. I kind of want to keep this one. Okay, so we're gonna take some things. I'm actually gonna like start labeling things that I think are really good. When pushing an no. Party members are suffering from any damage over time effects. These effects only deal 50%. Stacks multiplicatively 50%. If there's 1, if there's 2, okay, no. First instance of damage dealt by the Executioner's damage over time effects in a round reduces the inflicted enemy's armor by 13% until the end of combat. Can be inflicted on multiple enemies per round, but only once per enemy. Stacks. Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, hold up. First instance of damage dealt by Executioner's damage over time effects in a round reduces the inflicted enemy's armor by 13% until the end of combat. It melts armor each turn. Ugh. This effect can be inflicted on multiple enemies per round, but only once per enemy. Stacks. So it's this, okay, wait. Shit. This, okay, so it's this bit here. This last, after the comma. But only once per enemy. Stacks. That's the confusing bit. Because if it's only once per enemy per round, that's already included up here. Because it says the first instance of damage dealt by Executioner's damage over time. So, if that's the case, this bit right here, but only once per enemy, is redundant. Entirely redundant. No, because it doesn't say... It says the first instance of damage dealt by the Executioner's damage over time effects. I guess. First instance of damage dealt by the Executioner's damage over time effects in a round reduces the inflicted enemy's armor by 13% until the end of combat. First is the verb, first is the bleed, first is the toxic would also be the first instance of a damage over time effect. I feel like there's a cleaner way to say this, but I also feel like I'm not smart enough right now to figure out what it would be. This just seems like a yet another example of a messy tooltip. Hi. Please have kitty cat. It was missing one of those. You could badly read it the other way. Second one really invalidates the first. Yeah. I got you. All right. Okay. Cannon will get it wrong. Yeah. Either way, it's really good and we're going to take it. Even if it was only a 13% and that was all you ever got from it. Oh my god, 7 ranks available. Okay, so we're going to be doing this for a minute. Cold and Bold is really good. Cold and Bold is really good. There's a critical hit that builds 3 armor pen until the end of combat stacks. Killed by a critical hit scored by the bounty hunter on their ally that requires immediate crit. Scores a critical hit, the target's armor is reduced. Share the spoils whenever an ally kills. I think we go higher concentration because it gives us armor pen. which does not require us to be continuing to target the same person. This is just a buff on us. And it's permanent. Okay. Largely because it doesn't have a strong identity out of the gate compared to the other archetypes. Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Okay, so obviously we're going to be taking tech use because he is a fucking tech person. Duh. Perception. Is his perception decent? Not really. I kind of want to boost his agility a lot. But then I think intelligence is probably better. Use persuasion, coercion, commerce based on intelligence instead of fellowship. Unfortunately, that wouldn't really help anything. Right, because it gives us a 35 on these. But, like, we have people that are better than this. Right. Nope, we're not doing that. Power weapon deals additional damage equal to 6. What does it scale off of? Intelligence? Plasma melter or power weapon. Are arc weapons considered any of these? Wearing heavy armor, forged world characters gain +1 MP, +1 deflection, and cannot fall prone. Power weapons are melee. What about plasma? Like, are arc weapons considered plasma weapons? What does it say? Oh, it's melee attacks. Never mind. I don't care about melee attacks with him. Attacks and effects of the exposed weakness ability gain bonuses against enemies under the effects of the machine spirit commute. That's just blue explosion guns. God damn it. Oh, wait. Pascal's arc rifle shots gain. Okay, so we actually do have something for arc rifles. Arc rifles are their own category. Yeah, I was just kind of hoping that they were like under a bigger umbrella with plasma because a +11 to ballistic skill would be really fucking nice for him. Because I remember him getting dodged a lot. That's like the big thing is like, this is actually huge. All right, we're going to take the pulse amplifier. That's huge. The +11 ballistic still applies. No, it specifically said... Wait. +11 to ballistic skill and +16. So if... Okay, so if I... It does just say that it is a +11 to ballistics. All right, so I'm gonna take this first, and then I think after this we take that one. 60% dodge reduction is weapon specific. Yeah, that's so annoying. So if we look at this, you could read it that way. The way that I read this is that both of these bonuses are applied only when you are using plasma and melta weapons. Because it's all lumped, it's all one sentence. Like, if you want to make this more clear, Pascal gains plus 11 to ballistic skill with all ranged weapons. Also gains plus 16% to dodge reduction with plasma and melta weapons. You just add like 2 words, 3 words, 4 words with all ranged weapons. There's next to no support for arc rifles in the game on release. All the arc rifle stuff was added in the big patch just before the second DLC, if I recall. I remember people telling me about that. I remember people telling me about that. He's gaining plus 11 to ballistic skill. Needs a period there. Yeah. Yeah, you could just do that as well. Okay, let's see. Whenever the bounty hunter kills an enemy with a critical hit, all allies in a 7-cell radius around the target gain targets, difficulty tier, percent, critical hit chance until the end of combat stacks. Can I like, is there like a search? There's not, right? That's really unfortunate. Because like there's so many things that are like, whenever he crits, whenever you crit, I want to get my crit chance up. Wait, Call the Bolt additionally removes target's difficulty tier deflection, 2 times target's difficulty tier willpower, and 2 times target's... Hello? Just bonus HP. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, that makes sense. Bounty Hunter's first critical hit. Yeah, see, like, shit like this. It's like, okay, but I want to boost my crit. Oh, well, there we go. Plus 6% crit chance. That increases with perception bonus. Okay, so I need to start boosting my perception then. Well... Spend the entire game boosting your crit chance, gain the ability to auto crit, respect your character in sadness. That'd be funny. Gains 3 MP and restores 3 charges to hunt down the prey. Actually, not bad. Attacks exactly 1 target which is marked as prey with Wild Hunt. This attack deals plus 300% damage. Actually, I kind of like this. Because that way, like, if I have prey that's a boss and it's the only thing that's alive, then I can just triple the damage against that one guy instead of attacking only once and doing normal damage. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can't get more... Okay, we do that now. So we need to start boosting up perception a lot then, if we're going to be making use of that. Every time we come into allies in the area gain plus 1 MP. Combat tactics bonus are increased by 6% if the area was not moved for 2 rounds. What's combat tactics? Oh, it's blah, blah, blah. Using a stratagem on a combat tactics grants all allies +4 deflection against the next melee hit they suffer. Ooh, that could be really good. +34% increased dodge against other allies' attacks. That's actually really good because Adira's Chain Lightning does hit my characters as well sometimes. I think the regular does. I think the heroic version does not. Jesus Christ, 152. Yeah, I think that's fine. Where's it called? Cold Traders Execute. Okay, so let me... Ball resistance test at 2 times reputation level to lore Imperium. Tech use. Coercion, commerce. Okay. Wish we had something for lore warp. I really, really do. Oh, everybody gets... So it's not just the tech trader. Or the... It's not just the tech trader. Not just the rogue trader that gets this. Everybody gets this. Okay, that's actually good. Okay, there we go. We did it. Hi, friends. A group dressed in the crimson of the priesthood of Mars walks towards you. Their gazes are fixed on Pascal. You note that the group is not monolithic. When you pick the bonuses, it'll say the rogue trader or the rogue trader's retinue. So you know if they all get it or not. Yeah. I think I do remember that one being one that did both. You note that the group is not monolithic. Some of its members are more heavily armed and follow a large tech priest clad in battle armor. Others keep a respectful distance and cast inquiring looks at their own leader, whose hunched posture belies his tall frame. Despite the hood hiding his face, you recognize him as Opticot 22, whom you encountered on Footfall. Who's over here? Why are we over here if we're not... Tarsus, the enormous tech priest, points his hand at Pascal and lets out a booming roar, not unlike a factory alarm. It makes your very bones vibrate. Herald servo skulls marked with the emblem of the cog follow in his wake. They blare shrilly, "Thou shalt not suffer a heretic in thy forge, for rust begets rust. Pascal Hanuman, in the name of the Adeptus Mechanicus, you are under arrest." The hunched servant of the Omnissiah turns to you. Diplomacy mode engaged. Announcement. The Adeptus Mechanicus offer their apologies for. Would like to inform you of the necessity of conducting an operation to detain, arrest, terminate a faulty unit of the rogue trader's territory. Say the 2 priests of Mars. You identify the rare armor the enormous tech priest is wearing as the Secutor's plated mechanized suit. It carries the imprints of many battles and has markings that announce its status as a relic. Some of the armor's damage looks fairly severe, to the point of endangering its operation. The slivers of flesh revealed under the steel are marked with terrible chemical burns. Every now and then, convulsions shake the tech priest's body and a painful sounding hiss comes from his vox. The tech priest who spoke to you looks more peaceful and makes a point of not drawing his weapon. There's an air of concern about the way he frequently glances over at his fellow, scrutinizing his condition. Who are you? In a burst of chattering, the servo skulls hasten to translate their master's mighty Banaric howl, an instrument of the Omnissiah authorized to punish and exact vengeance, known by the designation Tarzus Hanuman. Hanuman seems to be a very common surname. Identification codes recognized and confirmed. These units are who they declare themselves to be. On what charge are you trying to arrest a member of my retinue? Is that right? This heretic is accused of stealing personal identification codes, spreading tech heresy on the world of Kiava Gamma, and making an attempt on the life of a servant of the Omnissiah. The deafening roar from the tech priest Vox makes you grimace in pain. You touch your ear and notice blood on your fingers. The faulty unit will be removed. In the name of the Omnissiah, I condemn you! Lightning flashes across the warrior's armor. Agony resounds in the blare of his Vox alarm. In contrast, Pascal speaks quietly and coldly. You are malfunctioning, tech comrade. I deem your logical conclusions questionable. The statement is false. Tech brother Tarzus Hanuman is willingly undergoing holy torment deterioration, which, however, does not critically affect his cognitive capacity for data analysis. Unit calling itself Pascal Hanuman. We have information that implicates you. Having learned that you are a member of the retinue, a maintenance specialist in the service of rogue trader von Valancius, we have come here with the goal of meeting you, intercepting you, engaging you in combat. How do you suppose he was involved in the offense on Kiava Gamma? Our data suggests that the unit, which used Magus Explorator Hanuman's identification code, performed an unauthorized upgrade on the planetary Vox array and introduced data deemed to be scrap code into its operation. This fact points to this unit's criminal complicity with the heretic Cubus Delphim. What do you have to say to this, Pascal? I deny these charges. I never plotted against my tech comrade. My cognitive purity vows were never distorted. My unique identification code was never stolen. I am the true Magus Explorator Hanuman, and I am not guilty. The tech priest's deep guttural roar blends with the servo skull's high-pitched whine. False witness! Got any evidence? Let's see what evidence you got. Request approved. Ready to work in cooperative mode. Tarzus gives you a haughty look and lets out a howl of wrath. Archiving. Tech brother Tarzus opposes lay participation in the investigation search for the truth. The unit, Opticon 22, advises in favor of the House von Valancius representatives. Participation request. I actually think any of these are pretty decent. Because the big motherfucker is causing issues. So, like, having a private discussion with Opticon 22 would be more helpful. However, that could also be seen as, you know, you're trying to bribe him or something. It says on joint investigation, arresting a rogue trader's retinue member without any justification stated as a breach of the law, and my privileges under the warrant of trade. Or I've been to Kiava Gamma, and I can assure you Pascal has nothing to do with it. I think I want to go with that one. Request for cooperation reviewed and accepted. I request Tech Brother Tarzus' consent to the co-participation of representatives of the von Valancius dynasty in the investigation proceedings. A sacrilegious conspiracy. I refuse help from laypersons. I'm a cog of the Deus Mechanicus that grinds down corruption, and I'll carry out the sentence immediately. Pascal freezes, but green sparks light up in his visor. He extends a hand toward Tarsus and replies in a clanging voice, "Let the cycle be discontinued." You recognize Pascal's words are coming from both his own Vox and Tarsus's. Then every sensor in the executioner's battle harness lights up at once, blindingly, and the wounded, armored Leviathan lets out a deafening roar of pain. Attention! Priority notification. Service units of the Kappa Thread supply line are unauthorized to confront the rogue trader. Command, retreat and reinitiate negotiations. Time to fight, I guess.
The impure cannot escape their fate.
Here, let's do this. Guess we'll just do this. You know what? I don't need him to be in cover. I just need him to be away. Abelard, we're gonna send you up here. Adira's gonna do a shit ton of damage. Because most of these guys have reject the flesh. So our chain lightning is gonna just fucking absolutely annihilate. We'll put you there. Actually. There we go. That way it hits everybody. Cabela, please. There we go. Obviously. That one's fine. Jai, I'll bring in here. Yeah. All right. So, first off. Yeah, we will do this. And then we will also do this. More turns! More turns. And despite the fact that I would do a shit ton, like I said, I would do a shit ton of damage. Kind of wish that I could do it again. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so let's see. We got 288 health, which is quite a bit. 40% armor, 36% dodge, 4 deflection. Plus 4 deflection, 40% armor, suffers minus 20% to dodge. Takes 25% extra shock damage. Ah! So it takes 10 damage, gains 5 stacking damage bonus, and cleaves everybody within melee range every turn. Wait, what does this do? Here, let's do this. Yeah. 13% crit chance is huge. That's actually, okay, so I should actually get Pascal back here as well. And we'll just... Nice. Got some extra damage. It's unfortunate. But not the end of the world.
Aim for the heart next time.
We'll do this. Nice. All right. Got 2 of them down. Good job. All right, so we're going to do that. We're going to... I feel like this guy doesn't have any dodge. Well, he's got 36 actually. Holy shit, his fucking armor got wrecked. Huh. All right. Yeah, we'll do that. Till the end of the assassin's turn. That's good. Nice. They're getting closer together. Let's go. Oh, except for the one. You such a bitch. Still missed. You fool. And this might just kill it. Yep, there it is. Yeah, as I said, Adira kind of strong when it comes to fucking dealing with priests, basically. Requesting cessation of hostilities. Help your brother. The unit ecology itself, Tarzus Henneman, is dead, has been disabled. The material asset is beyond restoration or reuse of spare parts. After a pause, Pascal bows his head, and a binaric requiem pours out of his vox. Despite his misconceptions, he was a servant of the Omnissiah. What did you do to him? Pascal's confused reply came from his box in a rasp. Unable to fulfill a request, the Omnissiah granted me an epiphany, and I muted the maimed machine spirit that was filling Tarzus' mind with fury. I do not fully understand the manner of my appeal to it. The situation perfectly mirrors the incident on Rykad Minoris, where I appealed to the machine spirit of a malfunctioning mechanism and laid it to rest. I'm sorry that you had to kill a comrade. I also regret have a negative assessment of this event. The Adeptus Mechanicus still accused the unit identifying itself as Pascal Heinemann of a criminal theft of a unique identification code. Unlike Tech Brother Tarzus, I am not authorized to immediately arrest/execute the unit, but neither am I authorized to drop the inquiry. There are no apostates among us. The piercing voice from the box synth is more overwhelming than Tarzus' thunderous roar. Tech Brother Tarzus and the machine spirit that lived in his battle harness succumbed to the suffering that beset him. Their judgment was rash and erroneous. Now that their torment is over, I declare them martyrs and am requisitioning Tarzus Hennemann's neural augmetic for the purposes of preserving his blessed memory. And as astonished tech priests look on, Pascal leads over the slain man's body and extracts the augmetic from his skull. His movements are as precise as they are respectful. Listen in silence. I don't know anything about this, so we're just gonna let it happen. With each word, Pascal's voice grows more powerful and majestic. You saw the agony your tech brother Tarzus was in. His unbridled pain-spurred faith intimidated you, yet you were silent. Reverence stopped you from raising your voices to proclaim that the machine spirit with which his mind had merged was morbidly afflicted. The imperatives of reverence had paralyzed your will, and you watched a tragedy unfold in silence. The sixth universal law states that comprehension is the true path to knowledge, yet the procedural cycle has robbed you of your comprehension. Therefore, let the cycle be discontinued. There's a clang as Opticon 22's knee presses presses into the floor. Crimson hooded heads are bowed. Let the cycle be discontinued. The radiant light pouring out of Pascal's visor grows dimmer. Static creeps back into his voice. Let the cycle be discontinued, tech comrades. There's one small point I'm not clear on. What just happened? Pascal's voice, Vox synth, crackles somewhat tentatively. I decided to sustain my words with an excerpt from one of the Blessed Amernat's sermons on loss of internal and external function, verse 4. My analysis deemed it appropriate. What was the reason for this act of genuflection? It's been a long time since the words of the Messiah of discontinuing were last spoken openly over public communication bans. We respectfully welcome wisdom's return. So he has not forgotten, after all. The Messiah of discontinuing, is that how you refer to Amernat? Calling Archmagus Amernat's partial lay. Laicization? Is that how you say that? Hold up. How do you say this word? Laicization. Laicization? Laicization. Okay. The 5-syllable word accent on the 4-syllable. Transferring power or property from clerical to lay. Ah! Okay. Following Archmagus Amernat's partial laicization, removal from the chain of command, that was the authorship attribution on a series of sermons on discontinuing the cycle that were disseminated across the Cognizance fleet. It was, in fact, a title used by many in times past. Do you know where Amernat is now? Data unavailable. No reports have mentioned Archmagus Amernat since the incident on the Arch Mechanicus Hermetico, which led to the presumed disappearance of that void ship. My archive has no data on the Hermetico incident. The vessel was the blessed Amernat. It is lost then. Jesus, I cannot speak right now. Are you among his followers? Negative. I had no contact with Amernat and was never a member of his flock disciples' retinue. However, my analysis of the doctrine he outlined inspired me deep respect for trust in him. I presume the conflict has been resolved? The data received provides a basis for calling the fallen tech brother Tarz's hypothesis into question. Out of respect for, due to lack of authorization to indict, the followers of the Messiah of discontinuing, we will not proceed with the detainment, arrest, termination. The Omniscience knows all, comprehends all. Thank you, Tech Brother Opticon 22. Alright, well, now that the conflict has been resolved, you may remain aboard my ship. Request denied. The Cap and Thread supply line delegation is leaving Dargonus, expresses gratitude for the hospitality ceasefire, and proclaims its intent to return to football to resume performing its regular functions. The Tech Priest looks over Pascal as if waiting for something. Pascal's Mechadendrite briefly touches the shoulder of Opticon 22, who bows respectfully. Alright, well that was a whole ass fucking thing. Loot! Nothing of value, hooray! I love it when we get nothing of value. Hooray, we still get nothing of value. Ugh. Wasn't there something else? Oh, fuck this. No, 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 not the, not, no, 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 no. Oh wait, let me go here real quick. Order shipping and transportation of some goods. Nice. Got some new stiffs. Wait, don't you? When I almost went there? Went where? Wait, what do you mean? The answer is always give the Navy everything those trophies can be. Yeah, I did notice that last week. When I was putting together the fucking 5 plasma. Hold up. Short range dorsal macro cannons. Fucking why? It's just bad. The prow battery has been underwhelming. I might do the lance battery instead. I think we just got 2 new weapons. Because the fucking torpedoes were just like objectively better. Do I care about any of this shit? Not for a while. Oh shit, I need to get as much in here as possible. Let's go. Fusion gun. Let's melt a weapon. So I need I think that might actually let us unlock some new things for my... Oh shit, that's another thing I forgot to do. Do I care about you? That could actually be really good for... Okay, wait. Okay, so wait. Let me go void ship. What was it? Medium range lance weapon dealing. It was this one, right? Fire. Yeah, 5 with 19. Yeah. Nice. Uh, Okay. All right, we're swapping out Pascal for Cassia. She's just another person who does an insane amount of damage in wide fucking AoEs. All right, so what do we got? That's 20% or 12% when they're less than 50%. What do we? One of the effects of any navigator power, enemies have their armor reduced by 19. Target. Wait, does she care about fellowship? I mean, I guess kind of. Is there a plus 16, which is crazy. Additional armor is reduced by the amount of veil degradation to a minimum of 0 and increased by the infusing parameter of the currently equipped navigator staff. Okay. Fails a resistance test. Attacks against them gain 34% critical hit chance. The effect stacks but is reset by critical. Jesus. Let's do perception. No. Moved. I don't really think that we move anybody. Isn't there a way to like counter like veil degradation with her? Actually, this is pretty good. Whenever you gain momentum, you gain one more. Whenever you lose momentum, you lose one less. Yeah, that's actually really good. All right, there we go.
The divine watches over us.
Hi, Zach. Lord Captain, do you still wish to perform the ritual? Has a selected candidate arrived yet? Paramount, assigned to the chapel upon your orders for the purposes of performing the ritual, has almost finished his preparations, Lord Captain. Greetings, Terry von Valancius. I'll be honored to serve my savior. A middle-aged psyker bows to you passionately. His plump face carries many marks of indulging in all manner of vice. You're about to do something dangerous. You saved me from a life of service that would have been 100 times worse than the cruelest of deaths, and I am indebted to your lordship. If I have to lay down my life to repay that debt, then so be it. I'm your new lord. That is glorious, your lordship. 1,000 thanks to you for liberating me from my former master. Living at the court of Governor Iskandar is indescribable. The Immaterium itself whispers ideas for new perversions into his disturbed mind. Therefore, I'm infinitely grateful to be delivered from him. My life belongs to you now. Let us begin. The choir master lets out a deep sigh. Well, you made this choice, Lord Captain. And dialogue. All right. Let's get to fighting some demons. We're not, Master Vice. For as long as I live, the barrier will hold. The temperature inside the chapel is dropping. Every breath turns into a cloud of vapor. The Astropath's resonant voices blend together, following the pattern of the melody playing in the hall. Every now and then, muffled moans are heard coming from the thrones of Every now and then, muffled moans are heard coming from the thrones of the junior Astropaths. I don't know where I got the word behind from. Anyway, the Immaterium is restless. Cassie's voice sounds stifled, as if she is fighting for air. The colors are darkening. No! They're beginning to boil! You hear an interloping voice in your head like an echo of a distant echo. Like an echo of a distant echo. Your lordship, I sense strangeness. Non-minds. They do not seem human-like. How strange. They are akin to insects. Parasites. Cannot read them, and that is wrong. Look! Dark veil clouds your visions. Only to be succeeded by a blinding light, and a moment later. Willpower test succeeded. Hell yeah! The great whiteness is the ship with its multitude of minds, of which you are one. The shadow of utter nothingness winds its way across the blinding light. You hear the choir master's voice coming from a distance, but cannot make out a single word. Your gaze slides along an iridescent thread that has crossed the nothingness. Something shining is towering behind it. A golden giant, frozen in place like a statue. A sudden jolt of fear distracts you from that image. Your thoughts turn back toward the nothingness and its kaleidoscope of absences. No color, no emotion, no thought. In its furthest depths, there is something crawling. Avoid peering into the nothingness. Your resolve is firm and your mind and soul unflinching. The nothingness has no power over you. Your eyes follow the thread toward the golden giant. It is not until you get close that you realize that the radiant image is a lie. The gilt flakes away and the stately body is twisted out of shape as its limbs grow extra joints, mutilating the marvelous figure. A beastly fanged face with a repulsive worm-like tongue turns to you. Its eyes, burning with nothingness, penetrate your soul. Thoughts, secrets, wishes, goals, nothing is spared as the abomination rummages inside you like a predator gutting its kill. Firemaster's voice sounds inside your head. I cannot see them. I cannot read their minds. I cannot see into their lair. I can see only images, fragmented and sinister. Forgive me, Lord Captain, but we took this risk in vain. Some kind of defensive sorcery? Not sorcery, something else. I've never encountered minds like this before. Something about them is wrong. Continue. It is no use. I cannot. The nothingness cackles and croaks. I see you. It assumes a vague shape. A man shriveled by age and infirmity. His eyes alight with an alien purple flame. You have been looking for me. You sense the attention of something else. That's fun. That's a fun ability, or that's a fun effect. You sense the attention of something else, something beyond this entity. The ruinous powers. The ritual has made your soul, marked as it is by the curse of the warp, more vulnerable than ever before. You can feel the demons clawing at the thin veil, hungering to reach you. Terry gained the bared soul effect. Duration permanent. The warp sees you. The warp knows you. The warp is coming for you. Hooray! Blind man clad in green appears before you, between you and the croaking nothingness, shielding you. What manner of abomination are you? I cannot sense you. You are not of the warp. What is your twisted nature? I cannot sense you either, but I know you. I heard you were going to seek me out. My ears are everywhere. I was ready. The age-worn voice is like a deep wail, echoed by a throng of smaller voices. Civilizations and star clusters lie buried at the bottom of the being's pale eyes, which are aflame with hunger. Your mind feels cramped inside your skull, and you can hear the bone creaking. No, this is not my ritual. This is his spell, an invasion of our minds. While I was seeking it with my power, it found us with its own, and I cannot stop it. I cannot force it out of our heads. Get it away, attack! How? I cannot sense it. I cannot. You are my prey. His wife's die. Oh, that's fun. Well, he's not dead. Protect the choir master. Yep, I knew this was coming. Obviously, this was coming. What the hell? That chapel guard surrounded by explosive barrels. Very intelligent. Okay, so where are all the... So we got a bunch of enemy... Oh, shit. Really? I guess these are like ghosts of the different people around here. I'm assuming another group is going to come up here. I like how our goal is to protect the fucking choir master, and yet we are like insanely, like way the fuck behind this guy. Wait, who's the Goodmans here? Oh my god.
I'd like to, but I can't.
I actually should have just moved her over here so that I could see, so that I could actually see what I'm doing. All right, so we will move over here then.
Don't get too cocky.
Hello, what's up, my dude? How you doing? Hello, hello. We're just gonna buff the three of us with her. Hi, kitten. Did you hear my greetings? And you're like, I wish to also say hi. Looms could make it this year. I mean, it's just... It's fine. Like, I don't expect people to show up. Like, yeah, like, also, it's, like, if they're lurking, then that's also, like, obviously very fine. You fools. Did I hit cover instead? No, I just missed. Oh, shit, it was only at 40%. Okay, well, that's... I'm surprised that they're not immediately going for... Okay, if I go here... Can I... What do you mean I can't hit anybody? If I go here, can I hit him? Oh my god, this is annoying. Is there a way to hit all of these guys? I wonder if I go... What if I go here? There we go!
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Get fucked.
accustomed to being ordered around.
What happened today? We finished up a couple of side quests. We're literally about to... We are sitting on top of Dargonus right now. It's just, as we got to this system, the game's like, hey, there's a guy here. A thing that it was one of those, you have to wait for a certain period of time and then a thing happens. And it happened to... Oh, cool. I could hit both of them.
Trust me.
Actually, quite happy that I didn't do that yet. I think we call it there for her right now. Still haven't reached the planet proper. No, I have not, no. Why did he cleave? That's kind of dumb.
Victory is imminent. Indeed.
No way. Holy shit. Wow, he only had a 35% to parry that first hit. You fucking bitch. I fucking hate this game, dude. I fucking hate this game, dude. Oh, nice. Just roll higher? That was the problem. I needed to roll lower. I rolled a 100. I needed to roll 95 or lower. I fucking got a 100. Bullshit. Oh, no, wait. Let's do the... Let's do this. What do you mean no light is set to the target? I'm so tired of that shit.
My patience has failed me.
She fucking died. Oh, she didn't die. She just fell over, it looks like. Really unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yep, and there's the other group of people that have even more exploding barrels around them. All right, whose turn is it? Jai. It is Jai's turn. All right, where are you, Jai? Really fucking unfortunate that I didn't get a second turn with her because I was going to use the heroic lightning to kill all these people. I'm right there with you. Like, it is actually kind of wild that they're just like, let's use exploding barrels as cover. That seems like a great idea. No, 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 no. I didn't mean to put it there. I accidentally clicked here instead of here. These guys have like very little health. It's actually kind of wild. Okay, so let me actually see what the fuck she is afflicted by. Horrors of the Warp. Okay, that's fine. So she's just prone. I could give her... I could also give... No, I can't, because I can't see him. Well, wait. What all... So we have the Warp Apparition, we have the Warp Apparition, we have the Warp Apparition. Then we got these two guys up here. I could just give it to Cassia, actually. Oh, shit! I'm out of fucking... Well, I mean, I guess it's her turn anyway.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
What do you mean this man has fucking health left? Get laser beamed.
Don't frighten me.
Alright, who's next? Cabela? Didn't she have... Oh, it's whenever you kill two or more with a single attack. I thought it was two or more in a single turn. Fine. Yeah. Yeah. They said we were destined for greatness, but you have chosen to wallow in self-pity and... Okay, yeah. Oh, hey, it's another... Oh, it's just... Okay, it's just... Yeah. So it is just ghosts of people. Hey, Zach.
I will do my duty.
No, we didn't get the parry. Bullshit. Can I charge anybody? No, I'm not even like close to being able to charge. Yeah. Boo. I kind of hate the fact that she doesn't counter whenever she parries somebody.
And so shall it be done. I'll do what it takes.
Damn it. Nice. Uh-oh. Oh, because it's round 3. That guy just turned into sand. These are all ghosts. These are all ghosts, so they're just kind of doing shit. Don't worry about it. So we're just gonna bring everybody out here, I guess.
Watch my back. Don't get too cocky. Tell me, and it is done.
This way!
Wait, what did he just do? What did he just do to me? This creature decreases the dodge for 1 round. Boo. That's fine. Cassia. Who we got? No, warp aberration. You know what? Laser beam. Hi again. Aha! I fucking knew it. Who's gonna do the most damage to this bitch? Bella potentially, but she's like really low on strength right now because of the exertions. Alright, what is the other one? Orchestrated Firestorm, message 3x3. All allies to any enemies inside the selected zone make an immediate single attack against a random enemy within this zone that they can target with their weapons. That could be really good, actually, because I have, let's see, I have Cassia. I have Jai. I have Terry, who can't get there. Shit. If I could get Terry in here. Damn.
I will leave footprints of Scarlet.
There we go. What is this one? Target the next successful attack, suffering any damage over time effects. Yeah, we'll do that.
My soul sings in ecstasy.
Alright, what is this one again? Weapon damage, and if the immediately suffers for it. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. That should kill her. Yeah, I was about to say, she's about to take like 300 damage. She's got so much bleed and fucking all that shit. Am I skipping work today as well? No, we just need to get past this fight. Lord Captain, we are still alive. The God Emperor has protected us this time, but curses, did I not warn you? The old man shakes his head dolefully. His pale fingers are clutching the aquila adorning his belt. 840 experience for it, though. Worth it. A moment of silence, then words of prayer stream from his lips in a monotone, like a quiet lament, a dirge for the departed, a bitter confession. When he continues speaking, his voice is full of strength. Yet we escaped disaster. The warp did not take our souls, and there are far fewer casualties this time. Master Harriman's assistance was instrumental, your lordship. He was able to not only protect my mortal body, but also to skillfully blend the timbre of his psionic sound into the harmony of the chorale. I regret that he was not at my side for the last rite. Well, the throne's name just happened. That thing took the shape of an old man and attacked me. I do not know what it is, but it is neither human nor a psyker. It is something else. Its power is foreign and inimical to me. Like a shadow that obscures the shine of the Immaterium's chaotic energies. I was unable to read the abomination's thoughts, and it seemed to find me no less strange than how strange it was to me. Thus, it attacked for any strangeness as a threat. It had clearly been warned that we would be performing a dangerous ritual, that we would be vulnerable, so it sought to sabotage us by attacking my mind, and my mind almost got us all killed. Still managed to discover the evil we were seeking? No, your lordship. The ritual proved incapable of extracting anything of value. This evil chose to reveal itself and attack. Our enemy is confident and bold, and so it did not hide. It struck first, suspiciously brazen. Those things seem to know you. The insidious spawn thrive on confounding one's reason. They donned the faces of those I once held dear, my apprentices, all of whom perished the previous time I performed this ritual. They have haunted me ever since, in my dreams, in the warp, everywhere. The Immaterium abominations who devoured their souls have been tormenting me with shame and regret, and now they have come for my sanity as well. Weirdness has succeeded. When the choir master speaks of the fallen students, there is a lingering pain in his voice. His words reflect more than just a terrible memory. They are heavy with the bitterness of personal loss or of guilt that eats away at his soul. Was he a mutant? Even if not, there was nothing more chilling we could have possibly found. An inhuman thing in human form, a true sacrilege against the Emperor. Its mind is strange, like an insect's or a parasite's, but I saw images in the minds of those around it. Currents of energy, a blue glow, the clanging of metal. Could be the plasma drive chambers? That is where I would start searching for signs of corruption. And a worm tormenting a star. Lies touches his cheek, which is smeared with blood that is trickling from under his blindfold. He uses the blood to sketch a perfunctory image. A many-beamed star with a fat, fanged creature coiled in front of it, resembling either a larva or a serpent. Lord Xenos' test succeeded. The longer you list device, the more convinced you become that the warp manifestation was not caused by the conniving of the ruinous powers, but by the efforts made to discover an incredibly alien mind. Such an unnatural mind could belong to a dangerous Xenos. Are you familiar with this symbol? No, it could be the emblem of some cult on this ship, but I seldom leave the chapel and have never come across it before. Master at Arms. We sacrificed some of the soundness of our minds to the Immaterium today. I hope it was not in vain and will help your lordship. I still cannot believe that we survived this. Vice slowly unclenches his hand, and a cloud of frost rises from it, revealing his aquila, now bound in purple psychic ice. He whispers, "The Immaterium has touched it, the holy symbol of the protector of mankind." He pauses, then adds in a gloomy voice, "I do not know if this is a symbol of our victory over the horrors of the warp, a trophy claimed to battle, or a grim portent left behind by the wicked spawn of the Sea of Souls." A symbol of faith shining through the breath of the Immaterium is a good omen. I shall wear it. Nothing can shake your lordship's spirit. May this aquila bring you good fortune. I will have a new one delivered to me immediately. He looks at the aquila with sorrow. If only everything in the Immaterium takes from us was so easy to replace. Let's go. Can't see what's happening. The camera's just like, you don't need to see this. We leveled up again. Save? Yeah. Well, we're about to end it. Fortunately, I ate some before stream, so I don't really have to eat before I go into work, so that's kind of what this is taking the place of, is me eating before work. So remember how I said that we were definitely 100% getting to Dargonus today? Technically true. Technically true. We did get to Dargonus. We just didn't land on it. What do you mean? We're right here. Look at this. See Dargonus right here? We got to Dargonus. We just didn't land on the planet. Look, this is how blind playthroughs go. You know, sometimes you don't know what's gonna happen. You just don't know what's gonna happen. You just don't know. You have no way to know. But yeah, that is gonna be it for me today. Tomorrow I click on this fucking planet and we hit land. All right, we actually land on Dargonus first thing tomorrow. First fucking thing. It's the first thing we're doing. Then we will level up after whatever cutscenes happen and whatever. I'm assuming somebody's gonna get shot in the head the instant we land, because that's what happens on every fucking planet that we get to. But yes, so we will land on Dargonus, we will do the cutscenes or whatever the fuck, and then we will level up so that I can say we finally got here. So with that being said, if you haven't done so, you're sitting over on YouTube channel or the YouTube side of things, and you enjoyed what you saw today, despite the lies of me getting to Dargonus, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It would very much be appreciated. Subscribe and all that. Hi and bye. The cat decided he didn't actually want to come up and say bye to everybody. If you're over on the Kick side of things, hit that follow button. That also very much helps the channel a lot. If you would like to financially support the channel, I have my Throne and my Patreon linked in the description down on the YouTube side of things. If you're on Kick, you want to help support, subscriptions are available on Kick. Other than that, I appreciate y'all for being here, as always. And as always, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you all have a good evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!